In this practice video, I'm going to show you about creating elevations and sections. So let's start off by opening up our drawing. We want to make sure that we're in the plumbing plan, which we are, and then we're going to zoom in on one of these restrooms down here, the bathrooms. What we're going to do now is we're going to go to View and then click on this elevation button here, this one, and then we're going to place our elevation. We're going to change it to interior, and then we're going to place our elevation here. We're going to have the elevation facing the wall of sinks here, and then we click modify to escape. Click on the box on the circle, and then we're also going to create another elevation by clicking this tick box here to point towards the toilets. If we click on one of the arrows, we can see with elevations it takes us a wide area, so we're going to just zoom in. Till we're sort of covering something like this. Same on the other one. Oop. I don't want to move the whole thing, I just want to get closer in. Closer you are, the more control you've got. If you notice on these, this dotted blue line is your field of view, your view depth, so you've got control. So there's no use having it here because you're not going to see these items. And similarly on this side, you're going to make sure that what you're seeing is within the box. Okay, now we're going to double click on one of these to actually take us to the corresponding elevation. So if we click on this box, we can now resize this so only the lower floor is shown. And we're going to turn off the grids, but we've got no grids here, so we don't need to turn them off. Go back to the plan view, and we're going to do the same for the other one. Now we're going to go back to here. Now what we're going to do now is we're going to select the entire circle here, both arrows, and then whilst we hold the control, we're going to drag this up to the next restroom and then let go of everything. And what we've just done is copied it up, so we've both got exactly the same details. Like this. And as you can see, we've got elevation 1, A, C, A1 and C1. What we're going to do now is we're going to go to here and expand these to show our elevations. So we've got names here, but as you can see, this question mark, it means that we haven't got a subcategory for these areas. So what we're going to do is we're going to right click on one of these and rename them. So for example, this one, we're going to rename this and give it a proper name. 01 Men's East elevation. What we need to do is go through and rename all of these. So this is the men's toilet and this is the female toilet here. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to find this one and then we can rename this from here this way. 01 Men's West elevation. Doing it this way means that we get the correct information. And since this one's last, we can just rename this one from here. Right, once we've named all these, we're going to group them all and then go up to the top here and under the sub discipline we're going to click plumbing, and as you can see, as we do that, it then puts us under plumbing. So beforehand we were above with question mark, now we're down here with the correct location. And the last part of this practice, we're going to go over to the mechanical floor plan. Such as this. Now we're going to create a section. So view, section, we're already in building section, which is fine. And then we're going to draw our section right the way through the middle here like this, and just check on the view depth of how far it goes. Double click on the view, and then what we need to do is here, what we want to switch off is select one of the lines, this level line, and then press VH to toggle off, to switch off the levels. Just make sure that what we want to do is we want to see that we want to crop it round, so a little bit better, that's fine. What we want to do is we want to see the top of this roof here, so we need to expand this out like that. So we've got the floor and the roof. Going back to the mechanical view, here what we need to do is create a few more sections like this. Now if you notice on this one here, it's put the view depth all the way over there. So what we want to do is drop that back and just have it up to this, to include this wall here, so we're not seeing all the way through to an area that we're already looking at a different crop. Again, go through and adjust to suit what we need to see. VH to switch those off. And we'll put one more through here. Again, adjust the crop view depth. Toggle off. And adjust our settings. If we go to the mechanical and look at our sections, select them all, as you can see. And then change the subdiscipline. And puts them in the correct heading, subheading HVAC. And there we go.